Hello, my beautiful, handsome individuals. Welcome back to Amy's Insight. Today, we're taking a look at the energy for the next 7 days. What's coming toward you, what you may be dealing with, and the overall vibe of the week ahead. I'm going to shuffle here on camera and pull three metaphorical cards to see what themes are unfolding. Sometimes these cards talk about people, sometimes situations, and sometimes it's just the universe giving you a little heads up. Okay. As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. These are general messages for the collective, okay? So, all right, let's see. Here are your cards, and I will put a still image of them for you if in case you need more time. So, let's see what the next 7 days have in store. I'll see you at your timestamp. Hi, group one. Those of you that chose this image, the boat. This week could bring communication. It could bring a message, a letter, an email. Maybe you're sending it or you're getting it, but this is an old-fashioned pen, it looks like. And this ocean has numbers and letters on it. So maybe you're writing an emotional message or you feel overwhelmed by a message that you receive. This is also a paper boat. So this is a week where you're channeling your creative energy too, right? Or you have a lot of emotion in the words that you put and how you say, or actually how you write things, how you communicate, shapes the reality of a situation. All right. Let's see. Let's pull your oracle cards and then we'll get into your tarot. All right, Spirit, for my group one that chose this paper boat, tell me about their next 7 days. What energy are they working with? For my group ones, creativity. All right, you could literally be working on something creative. Have fun, express yourself in new ways. Some of you might be into sketching also. It's a creative thing, writing a song, writing a poem. Or again, it's also about figuring out a creative way to get your message across. All right, spread your wings, confidence that leads to growth, to freedom and growth. One more. For my group one, tell me about the next 7 days. Apology. Forgiveness through mutual understandings. Look at that. And look, there's someone is spelling this out. It looks like those letter tiles. All right. So you could very well receive an apology from someone, and someone is trying to figure out the right ways to say something to you, to deliver a message to you. I'm getting like someone has been like deleting, right? Typing, deleting their communication to you because they don't know how to express it, right? Someone is regretful. All right. For some of you, maybe you're trying to find the right words to apologize to someone and you're overwhelmed. All right. So I'm getting a split group here. Apologizing to someone will make you feel lighter, or receiving this apology from someone makes you feel lighter. Either way, it's freedom. It's liberation from overwhelming emotions, okay? All right. We got a lot of tea leaves. So the first one out here was gong, an exciting event. We got fan, romance, celebration, party. We've got scissors, disappointment in some affair. Ladder, climbing toward success. Star, guaranteed success. And horseshoe, good luck. All right, so it looks good. All right, so it's an exciting week. And here with disappointment in some affair, I get that this is the energy that you have been in. Something was disappointing. And this is a week that is a turning point. Some of you have been disappointed in love. Some of you have been disappointed in maybe you haven't been going out as much. But whatever this is, it's like you're making progress and you're reaching success. Okay, you're excited about it. Some of you, there is a party or some event coming up. And this could be the place where some of you are receiving. I'm getting like you're somewhere and someone texts you and that person is where you're at. They see you. All right, that's for some of you, not all of you. Let's get into your tarot, but I like it. Okay. Spirit, for my group ones, tell me about their week ahead. What is it that they're dealing with this week? What does my group one need to know about their week ahead? Hold on. That was a lot of tea leaves. All right, we got the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Justice. The High Priestess. The 7 of Swords in the reverse. King of Wands. Last card. The King of Swords. Back of the deck, we've got the 9 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. This is a very healing week, group one. Very healing. Some of you are working on something or thinking of ways, confirmation, thinking of ways to generate income or money from something that you do. Maybe you're writing something. This could also be like revamping your resume, putting your resume out there, putting yourself out there. And you're very skilled at whatever you do for a living. Or maybe some of you, this is a side hustle. You have options here. Something feels unfair this week that's going to cause you to start looking in a different direction. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. So you're starting off here with something feeling like there's a lack of growth, a lack of stability, and you feel that it's an unfair situation, right? So you're going within, and maybe you're not revealing this to anyone just yet, but it's like you're starting to look in different directions because you're not happy. Some of you have been sleeping well, you're tired, you're stressed out, and something just feels very unfair. There's like restrictions imposed upon you and you're done. You're like, I can't continue this way. Tell me about the 10 of Pentacles reversed. The Magician in the reverse. Yeah, you're like, I'm manifesting all the wrong bullshit, or I'm not getting what I want in this situation. 3 of Wands. You're like, you know what? 8 of Wands. It's time to make a move. I'm waiting. Some of you, if you apply for a job, you're getting communication from this place. And they could even be like an apology, like, I'm sorry we didn't reach out to you sooner, or something like that, right? Whatever this is, you're getting a message, an email, a text message, a letter, something that tells you, hey, we're looking at your situation. Hey, we're looking at you. And you're like, okay, finally, because I can't take it here anymore. Some of you are meant to do more. If you work for someone, you're like, you know what? I could have my own thing if I want. Or you know what, I know more, not in a cocky way, but this is more like in a, you know, the skills that you possess and you know that you're meant for something more. We've got the 6 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, you keep reviewing the history of, okay, for some of you, there's 2 groups of you. For the first group of you, this has to do with a connection. A romantic connection, a love connection, a friend connection, or even with family. It's someone that you're close to or you were close to and you all have like a falling out, a lack of harmony between the two of you, something like that. And this is the week where you start seeing progress or you start seeing a change in the behavior of this person. Because it's like you too have been feeling the disconnect. You also have been restless over this. And this could be like a mutual forgiveness or a mutual I'm sorry. And you're like, I'm sorry too. Okay. So it's giving a reconciliation week for some of you. You thought it was not going to happen, but it does. It's like the things align. You were disappointed before that, no progress was being made. And now this week, with the spread your wings and apologies, like, wow, this message came in, or wow, this person like reached out, or maybe this is you reaching out. Put yourself where you fit. Okay. So for the other group of you, I get that this is connected to your career. All right. There's an opportunity that comes up and you're like, should I go for it or should I not? And it's like the more you look around you at your situation, if you are someone that works with someone, this is going to be the week where it's like, I'm so disappointed that it's like you get an email or you get some type of message where you're like, again, or like, this is so unfair. This is so unrealistic. Right? Because I'm getting like this really indignant vibe off of this card. Like, I can't believe the audacity of these people to demand this, that, and the third. And it's like you're going back and you're reviewing history and you're like, what the perpetual fuck? All right, like, can I handle this? Like, more of this? No, you're tired. Tell me about the High Priestess. Tell me about the High Priestess. The 10 of Cups. You're going after what fulfills you because you're tired. You've been running on caffeine and cigarettes. Oh, shit. I was thinking out loud, thinking about myself out loud. Maybe you do. Maybe you do. Caffeine and nicotine. Maybe you've been doing your best to haul ass even though you're tired. Look at this little image. 3 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, I'm getting like you're not the only one feeling this way. It's like you and your colleagues, or you and your friends, or you and your family members. Put yourself where you fit, okay? What changes everything is that there's going to be some truth. For those of you where this is regarding a connection in your life, there is going to be some truth revealed, something that was hidden. And based on this, it gives you the confidence to step into your power, or it allows the confidence of this other person that you're dealing with to step into their confidence and be honest, okay? This is a week of clearing. It's a week of honesty. And you would think that with creativity and the pen and the sea of words and all that this would be like creative, as in faking something, but it's not, because we have justice and we have the King of Swords and we have the 7 of Swords in the reverse. So if you get a message from someone this week, expect that message to be an authentic message. It's not deceptive. Now, for those of you where it's employment, tell me about the 7 of Swords in the reverse. The 10 of Swords. Yeah, there's something that's revealed to you that really stings. This week is like, okay, this was a last straw. This is it. I am done. No more. The Moon. Queen of Cups in the reverse. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. There's some inevitable end that is coming to a situation in your life that has been rather oppressive or rather deceptive. Excuse me. Now, I do want to clarify. Let me bring out an oracle card. Truth hurts. It's disappointing. It's okay. For those of you where this is in regards to a connection, someone is going to reveal the truth of why they walked away from you, or why they ended things with you, or why they betrayed you. It's like you're getting clarity around this situation. Tell me about the 7 of Swords with the 10 of Swords. For those of you where this is regarding employment, there is more restriction or more demands, it feels like, and you're just like, I can't anymore. Overcoming obstacles, get back on your feet, gain strength from difficult situations. Sacrifice, giving up something now for a future reward. Okay, so the truth that's going to be revealed to you by another person is something that they've been thinking about for a long time, and it's been very difficult for them to open up about it. And as scared as they might be, this is someone confessing to you about something, but it allows y'all to work through this and move forward. Okay. For those of you where this is regarding employment, there could be some news about you having more responsibilities, more obligations, okay? And it's going to be up to you whether you stay there or not. I get that some of you are going to decide to go up the career ladder because there could be an opportunity or something else comes your way, or you feel that you need to put yourself out there and get something else. If you do, don't voice it. Don't say anything. Because even though there are limitations or restrictions, you're still overcoming this challenge. All right, Spirit, one more here with overcoming obstacles. What does my group 1 need to know? 2 of Wands. Yeah, the choice is yours, honey. You're going to review where all you've been with your current employer and where you're going to go next. All right, your outcome here with the King of Wands is that you are fully in your power. Tell me about the King of Wands. Some of you could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. We have Pisces and Libra and Gemini and Virgo on the table. Spirit, tell me about this King of Wands. The Ace of Wands. Yeah, some of you are manifesting a new employment opportunity. And it kind of reminds me of this, this pen right here, where you're shaping it. The potential is here. The opportunity comes in. There you go. Now, for some of you, we've got the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. You're no longer giving to a situation. Queen of Pentacles. 6 of Swords. Wherever you're at has been stressing you out a lot, to the point where you don't want to repeat it anymore, to where you're looking for an escape. Some of you might be drawn to group 2 here because it's giving the vibes of, where is it? Where is that other little card? This one, look. This is for group 2, and this kind of reminds me of that, with the flames and the, only if you're drawn to it. You don't have to. I haven't read for the group 2 yet. For those of you where there is a reconciliation vibe, you and the person that messages you or that you talk to have this chance to start again. Right, with the Ace of Wands, it's giving new opportunity. It's giving passion. It's giving, not repeating mistakes from the past. Your advice here is to use your discernment. Be very honest with yourself. If it's someone giving somebody else a second chance, someone that is connected to your past, someone that wronged you, be honest. Don't get lost in the words here by someone, right? Let them show you with actions. Of course, the King of Wands is all about actions. So that's why it leads me to believe that for most of you, the person in question that you've been maybe at odds with, they are sincere when they apologize. All right. It's like they've put a lot of thought, a lot of emotion behind their words, and it shapes a new reality for you guys. Now, for those of you that this is employment, you're going to have to make a very logical decision this week. Do not make decisions because you're overwhelmed and tired and stressed out, and that's why you're leaving. Sit with yourself for a little bit. Should you look for another job? Is it possible? How would you be affected if you don't have income coming in? Like all these things you need to ask yourself. Tell me about the King of Swords. The 2 of Cups. Lovely. So partnering up. For those of you where it's regarding a person, you have your match coming in. It's reconnecting with someone. For those of you where this is about employment, this could be a partnership of some sort. All right. If you are very bothered by the decisions that say that you work for a company, you're upset by them telling you that you've got more work coming in, the same amount of pay, that type of thing. This Two of Cups can represent support. Someone here, a leader, a boss, or even a coworker might be there to show their support for you. Here with the Queen of Cups in the reverse, it's telling me also that some of you could get quite emotional if you're not careful. Act impulsively. You act impulsively based on your feelings. And you're being advised to approach everything with a level head. All right? Clarify this Two of Cups and the King of Swords for my viewers that are watching that resonate with the job situation. The Five of Wands in the reverse. Back of the deck, the Star reversed. The Two of Pentacles, all right? Yeah, you're toggling back and forth within yourself. Three of Wands. Yeah, you're upset. You got a lot to do, Group 2, when it comes to your job. That's why it's like you're losing hope about things changing. You've been waiting for things to change and it hasn't. If you resonate as someone that has been at a job where things are not changing, where they keep demanding of you, you're being advised to pursue a new path. Of course, do not quit before you have secured new employment. For those of you that resonate as having your own business, this can indicate that you need to step into a new way of doing things. Allow your inspiration to take you in a different direction so that you can start reflecting this in your own job, right? In your own, whatever it is that you do. Or for some of you, this could be like a side hustle that you do, your hobby. You're feeling the passion again. You're feeling the inspiration again. And do not be bothered by what somebody else is doing or competition or anything like that. All right, focus on you. Friends, that is what I see for you for the next 7 days. If you enjoyed this reading, if you resonated with it, please like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the things. I appreciate you. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Stay real, stay blessed. Bye. Hi, Group 2, you chose this card. So this card reminds me of passion being ignited. This is it looks like a flower that's on fire, and underneath it, we've got the green leaves and the stem. So it's like you're birthing a project this week, or you're very inspired to create. It's also giving love, passion, desire. Okay, but it's a week of strong emotions, it looks like. And how this emotion plays out for you is going to be different for everybody. You can allow this passion to ignite and light everything up in your life, or see it as a passion that can destroy with a fire, right? So let's get your oracle cards out here first before we get into your tarot. All right, Spirit, for my Group 2s, what is happening for them this week? What can they expect over the next 7 days? We've got a new opportunity. Okay. Insight gained from a new experience, job, or partner. Okay, so it's newness. What's happening this week for my Group 2s? Success. It's your time to shine. A success from what you pour your heart into. Yeah, you're creating something, it looks like. You'll be successful. Some of you could be writing a book or be inspired to write. Maybe you're reading a book that changes your life, that leads you to a new path. Okay. Spirit, for my Group 2s, what's happening this week? Creativity. Have fun. Express yourself in new ways. All right. Maybe you watch group number 1. I do feel like those two groups are connected. Okay. Because I mentioned y'all to Group 1, and I'm just now doing your reading, okay? So confession, releasing a secret, pursuing virtue through honesty. So you're being very honest with yourself about what it is that inspires you, excuse me, and you're looking to have fun while doing something you truly love. You're pouring your heart into this, whatever this is. All right, Spirit, for my group twos, what does the week hold? For my group twos, what is going on for them this week over the next 7 days? All right, we've got your 4 cards out here. So we've got needle and thread, a sincere wish will be granted. Then we've got weeping willow, family sorrow. And then we've got pig, beware of greed. And then we've got September. You know what? There's a lot of similarity in the tree in this image and the tree in this other image. All right, there's also leaves here. For some of you, there is something happening with your family this week that can, maybe you've been experiencing sorrow when it comes to your family, and maybe since September, maybe you realized someone was greedy around you. All right, for others of you, this can indicate that whatever it is that you're creating now will manifest or give you the results in the month of September. Okay, so yeah, let's look at your tarot and see how this is trying to express itself, okay? But yeah, you've got creative projects here. Spirit, for my group twos, tell me about their week ahead. What's happening this week? Tell me about group two. All right, we've got the High Priestess in the reverse. What's happening for my group twos this week? The Six of Rods. What's happening for my group twos this week? The Six of Flux in the reverse. What's happening for my group twos this week? The Knight of Guitars. What's happening? The Five of Guitars in the reverse. All right, and then last card. What is your advice here? Hold on. This card is giving me resistance, okay. The Nine of Guitars in the reverse, okay. Wow. Back of the deck, we've got the Four of Flux. So this week, 8 of Clocks in the reverse. This week starts off with you feeling like not a whole lot is changing, not a whole lot is happening, things are delayed. You're doubting whether you have the capacity to manifest something regarding this new beginning. All right, so your challenge this week is about remaining optimistic about the future or letting go of conflict. You're having some doubt maybe about where, things that have happened in the past. And you're thinking, okay, maybe this is not meant for me. Maybe I'm just stuck here. But I'm getting like you're going to be the first in your family to do something. Like something is going to happen this week where you're going to feel inspired again. It's like the passion is coming back. This could be maybe you attending a music event or coming together with friends, or something happens that helps you see things from a different perspective because you're doubting what you already know. It's like, that something new is right around the corner, but you're having doubts. This is about you being optimistic about the future, about opportunities or a future romantic partner. All right. Or maybe even with family, having a second chance with family. All right. We have got the King of Flux in the reverse. Yeah. doubting your intuition, doubting what you're feeling. Three of Rods, because you're heartbroken. Some of you have been in separation from family, or there's tensions with the family. This could be distance. This could be saying things, or if you're connected to group one, something that was said. Yeah, it does feel like it kind of makes sense for someone that would choose group one, because of what the vibe is when this week starts up. Again, only choose it if you feel like you need to, or you were drawn to it, or torn between this one and the other one. Okay. But if it's not connected to that read, this can indicate that you've had so many emotions, so many things. It's like you keep wanting to create something. All right. What does it say here? Flynn, conquer. All right. This is explaining how something works, a diagram. Okay. And it's highlighting parts of this, how this is going to happen, how the material needed. All right. And in the reverse, it's like you're thinking that something that you're working on is not the right thing. It's like I'm getting someone that keeps starting something and then stopping, maybe lacking confidence in yourself. For others of you, if you've been wanting to express yourself, like books can also be about secrets, right? Secret knowledge, insider knowledge. And you want to reveal what's on your heart. But rather than revealing or expressing, it's like you're internalizing the feelings and it's breaking your own heart. All right. I'm getting this nostalgic feeling like I really wish things could be different. Your challenge here is about moving on and facing that something has ended, or facing that, I just noticed a fiery background here. Tell me about the Six of Rods. Tell me about the Six of Rods. We've got the Tower in the reverse. Yeah. Yeah, you're like, okay, I need to do some damage control, or someone tries to do damage control with you. Ten of Flux in the reverse. You're not happy. You're not happy. There's a lack of harmony within friends, within a friend group. If it's not your family, it's giving disconnect. You want to move past it, but someone could have acted out of pocket, said or done something that upset you. Right? For others of you where this is regarding a creative project, it's like, in the past, you tried to do something and it didn't work out. It kind of like your project or whatever it is that you were trying to do imploded in itself, right? Like it didn't work out, or wasn't successful. All right, tell me about the Six of Flux in the reverse. The Seven of Clocks. The reason why things didn't work out for you in the past was because it was not the right time. It was not the right match for you. Where this is about love, you're still in the stages of healing or regulating your emotions. If you are single and you are like, where's my lover at? Why haven't I manifested love? It's because it was not the right time. You were still not comfortable within your own self, or you were still holding on to things from your childhood or some type of emotional baggage that didn't allow you to receive. And now it's like the tides are turning. Now it's something that will change. From now through September, you will meet someone. All right. The proper match. Or for some of you, this is like friends turning into lovers type of thing. So, and for others of you where it's connected to family or a close friend of yours, the tides are turning and there will be an opportunity for you to fix something with someone. Yeah. If you're looking for employment, this new opportunity, if you don't work for yourself, you work with someone else, this new opportunity could be connected to children, to music, to entertainment. It's time that you step out and you do it. Don't doubt yourself. If it's a creative project, you are going to be more dedicated. That's what's going to help you. Schedule your time so that you can give a little bit of your time to whatever creative project you've got going on, and also meet the demands of, say, your job or your family. Okay. The turning point here with the Knight of Guitars is that you are inspired. You march to the beat of your own drums. You're not meant to conform. Okay. We got the Ten of Rods. Even though it could be quite stressful, you know what? The Ten of Rods came out for group 1. There's something that you're going to put an end to this week where you're not going to be upset about it. Ten of Rods is a Ten of Swords in traditional tarot. But look at him. He doesn't look upset. He's all like, I'm ending this. I don't care. I don't care. Like, you have something that you do is different from others. For those of you that are working on a creative project, you're doing something, making something your own. And any competitors are blown out the water. Like, it's whatever it is that you're building or you're creating is not like anything that there's out there. It's very different. All right. It's like you're building something. It's a lot of work, but you're here for it because you really are inspired to do it. And maybe you failed in the past, but you're like, you know what? I'm going to put an end to that indecision. I'm going to put an end to that uncertainty because it's time. It's time that I do my own thing. Now, for others of you with the family sorrow and the greed, it's like you're still showing up and having a good time, and you're connecting with people that you grew up with or people that are old friends of yours. There could be some type of some type of event or some social gathering to where you are connecting and remingling with people from your past, or people you grew up with, or people that are a part of your family or your community. Right? It's like you were stressing or too worried about something being a disaster or something not working out in your favor. And it does work out. You have a good time with whoever it is that you're connecting to. And it's like you're letting bygones be bygones. All right. In the first group, there was something about an apology. And I'm getting like in this group, we're burying the hatchet. We are putting to rest something that has been hurting us. Okay. With the Five of Guitars in the reverse, you're not allowing pettiness to get to you anymore. It's an interesting way of portraying the Five of Wands here. The Five of Guitars. It's like, very different. Like, you're very different from the people that you're connecting to, or you're connecting to different people this week. This is the second time that I use this tarot deck, so I don't know. I'm still struggling with associating the traditional Rider-Waite meaning to these group of cards because they are a little bit different. Yeah, they're a little different. What is happening here? We got the Knight of Rods. Okay, so this is the Knight of Swords. Was it say life, 80s? Someone could be born in the 80s. See, something that you do is different from all the rest. The way that she's dressed is radical. Her makeup is radical. Whatever you do is radical, group 2. If you're doing something on your own, you're blowing the competition off the water because you show up in a different way, or whatever it is that you're creating is different. It's unique to you. And maybe in the past you tried to launch something and it wasn't a hit because people were not ready for it, or because people didn't understand it. Right. But this time around, you're going to inspire people because you're so unique, or whatever it is that you're offering is so unique. Excuse me. When it comes to your personal life and healing this family sorrow, I'm getting you're going to be very straightforward with people here, where you're honest about how you've been dealing with things, or you've been honest about why you hadn't reached out or why you hadn't gelled with them, right? You're very straightforward. And you do it in a way where it's best that you think before you speak. Don't just blurt the first thing that comes to your head, okay? Because even though you are resolving conflict, you could still leave someone feeling confused or feeling like something is still wrong. All right. Now, for those of you where this is about your passions and to say that it is connected to love, it's still giving the vibe of burying the hatchet, coming out of conflict with someone, and this coming together happens unexpectedly. Like I said, for some of you, you could be out and about and you connect with this person. You and this person are at the same place. And this time, this new opportunity is actually a second or a third chance for some of you, where you talk about like why things didn't work out before. It's time that you have this conversation. All right. Your advice here with the 9 of guitars in the reverse is don't give up. Keep it pushing. Keep going. All right. Don't give up. Tell me about the 9 of guitars in the reverse. 5 of rods. All right. So keep it pushing, because if you don't, like, it can lead to conflict. Like people, like a hasty or impulsive action. Do you remember this scene? If you've seen Back to the Future, the movie, do you remember this scene where he's on his hoverboard and he's running away from people that are chasing him? But then he loses power on the hoverboard, and he's like stuck in the water. He's like floating, just not moving, right? And he's having to kick his foot down to kind of push forward, but it doesn't work. He falls in the water, right? So there's something about like, don't avoid something because you're afraid of the conflict, right? Like say that you and someone connect and you're kind of looking the other way because you're like, oh shit, I don't want the drama. Oh shit, I don't want this. Like don't hide from it. Don't run from it. Be careful, because look, he's even looking back here in this image, right? He's like looking back. He's like, uh-oh. It could be that you're somewhere out and about. You see the person that you've been at odds with, this family member, this friend, this lover, and you're like, oh God, don't let them see me. Don't let them see me, you know? And it could literally happen this way, because I'm getting, for those of you in disconnect with someone, you're out and about, like doing you, minding your own business. And then this person happens to be there and y'all have the opportunity to talk if you allow it. Okay, some of you are going to be like, you're going to be fast or doing something in a hurry. And this person is trying to catch up to you and you're like, oh shit. Right. And it could pan out like, hey, I saw you at the store. You didn't see me. Right. And for some of you, it might even happen that way, that you are busy doing your little grocery shopping or something. You've got your headphones in, you're jamming to some music, and you completely miss someone. You didn't do it intentionally, but some of you might actually do it intentionally, because he's looking back over here through the side of his eye here. He's doing side eye. Yeah, and it's like, well, I tried to catch up to you, but you were like speed walking or something. And you're like, oh shit, I didn't notice. Okay, my bad. Now, if this were to happen to me when I go do some like running errands, paying bills, or shopping, I rarely ever look around. I'm not that type of person. Even when I drive, like I've had friends say, "Hey, I saw you," and I waved, and I'm like, "Really?" Like it's not intentionally ignoring, it's just that I'm busy, I'm distracted. And some people take personal offense. Okay, like, oh, you didn't say hi. I was like, I didn't see you. So that could be something that's happening for some of you, right? That you're busy, you're rushing. But expect a conversation to spark up when you're out minding your business, doing things, okay? Or some social get together, some event where you're reuniting. And for others of you where this is about a creative project, you're being advised not to give up on your project. Keep pursuing whatever it is that you want, because this is something that you truly want. Is a sincere wish will be granted if you are really following your passion, your inspiration. Not because you failed before or not because you couldn't get things done should you give up now. Keep going, okay? Friends, that's what I have for you, honey. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. If this reading resonated for you, please like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the things. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, group 3. If you chose this last image, hope. Right? Some of you are very hopeful. This girl is in a library. Maybe some of you decide to go to the library. You're writing something, you're journaling, you're being hopeful about manifestations. Also, some of you, maybe you were drawn to any other of the last 2 groups, maybe group 2. Check it out, because the cards that I pulled this week for the metaphor, they were random, okay? And it seems like it's a breakdown in messages, like things happening, like spirit wanting you to know the perspective of somebody else in question or something like that. Because I feel like you guys are very, very creative individuals, okay? Now, in this library, this woman is surrounded by books that all look the same, right? The outside cover, this is giving don't judge a book by its cover, because something that you read might bring you hope or might inspire you, or you do things differently because you're making something your own. Right? Like I get, like you're manifesting a new reality, or you're manifesting change, because who wants to be surrounded by a bunch of beige looking books, right? Or boring books or worn down books. So we'll see. Or maybe there's a really great book that you read this week that inspires you, that brings you hope. All right. Spirit, for my group 3, tell me about their week ahead. What is it that they will be dealing with this week? For my viewers that will watch group 3, what are they dealing with over the next 7 days? See, I'm telling you, the groups are connected. This one was in group 2. Grateful, success. All right. You're journaling something. You're manifesting something. Welcoming, blessing, love, worthy, divine timing. Everything has a higher purpose. Divine timing. Beautiful. All right, let's do one more card. Expansion. Pursue bigger and greater endeavors. This person is rock climbing. Back of the deck, sacrifice. Give up something now for a future reward. This was the back of the deck energy for one of the other groups. I don't remember which one. All right, so this week, you are manifesting success. It's time for you to advance, to expand. And here with sacrifice and collecting the reward, there could be something challenging that you've been working on that is about to come to fruition, or things are aligning for you to get that. All right, let's get your tea leaves. Some of you could go rock climbing this week, or you're taking, this could be like a fitness goal. You're exercising, or you're implementing something new that is strenuous, but it's good for your body. Walking, some aerobic activity. All right. Maybe you're reading up on this. Look at that. This one wanted to show its face. All right. Enough said. Success. Wow. It's in the area of your house, one of your astrological houses. Okay, we got cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. Bat, look at that. It came out with this one. That's amazing. Thank you, Spirit. That is amazing, honey. And look, doesn't it look like that fire flower in the other group? Take care, enemies are working against you. And then here you've got protected from negative forces beyond your control. So no matter who is sending you anything negative, you can rest assured that you are being protected by your spirit team, okay? Confirmation, if you come across the images of bats or spiders or cobwebs, okay? We've got the whale here, great worry over nothing. And then we've got rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. I don't like that we only pulled 5 tea leaves because I don't know, I have this thing where for tea leaves, I need to have even numbers. So we're going to do one more. A 4-leaf clover, great good fortune. Shut the front door, honey. Okay. Look, there's people that are side-eyeing your career. They've been side-eyeing your success. It's giving a bit of jealousy. And you've been worried about maybe I'm not going to make it. Maybe these people will hurt me or harm my reputation or this or that. Or maybe I should stay here. Or, no. No, 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 no. Go and do your thing. All right, Spirit. For my group 3, what is it that is happening for them this week? For my group 3s, talk to me about their next 7 days. Talk to me about their next 7 days. We've got the Fool, something new. Look, and they're holding a flower, a red flower, no less. All right, maybe you're being called to watch all the groups, and if you do, that's fine. Again, you don't have to, but there's so many similarities, I'm not even playing, okay? Look at these. You might want to look up the meaning of this particular flower. I don't know what it's called. There's a rose here, but the type of rose here, it looks like a tulip maybe. No, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what type of flower. So you might want to Google search, or maybe you're good with plants and you know the name. But I'm getting like, whoever you are someone that you're very talented. You have creative gifts that are worth exploring. There's something that you're very unique about. It could be your voice. It could be how you carry yourself. It could be the things that you know that you can show others. The sky is the limit for this group, okay? You're gifted. Go pursue it, okay? Some of you are great writers. You're musicians. You are artists, okay? And it's like, it's time that you have success. Something in your career, in your personal life, you're expanding, and it's like you're getting your lucky break. Tell me about the next 7 days for my group 3. We've got the Lovers, the 8 of Pentacles, the World. You're meant to be seen, okay? Point blank, period. The choice is yours. The choice is yours, okay? You are very skilled. You're a master at whatever it is that you're doing. You're very, very well versed in what you do. Some of you could be making your own, like your own perfume, your own oils. There's something that you are curating that is very unique and very different. And it's meant for you to, you're meant to share it with the world. Some of you could do things online. This is also expansion. Okay, we've got Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Capricorn, Gemini, and Aries on the table. All right, we got 7 of Cups. You're very creative. There's so many choices out there for you. Now, for those of you that resonate as working for someone, this might be the week where you think that it's time to level up in your career. But it could be like people that you talk to. and tell them like, okay, look, I'm thinking of switching careers. I'm thinking of quitting my job and doing my own thing. And you could have like negative Nancy's around you where they're like, no, group three, like, what are you thinking? You've got everything that you need here in your current job. Why are you going to sacrifice it? And I'm not telling you to quit your job or do anything or other. I'm just telling you the vibes, okay? I will not be responsible for somebody quitting their job, just putting it out there right now. Okay. You're a grown adult. And if you're not an adult, you shouldn't be watching this. Okay. So I'm talking to the adults, 18 plus. If you are someone that you are very talented, you are, like I said, regardless, I feel that you are a very, very gifted individual. Okay. And that could be why things have been a challenge because you are not meant to be in a box or conform to other people's expectations. You're meant to do your own thing, honey. Okay. And it's like you're getting your lucky break. Keep pushing. Don't let arrogant people, don't let enemies, frenemies get in the way. You do you. Okay. Keep working at it. Keep mastering your craft and put yourself out there. Once you find the secret sauce or the what do you call it? When you're satisfied with your results. All right, because your challenge here this week is going to be making a choice. This is a very interesting depiction of the lovers, okay? In this tree, we've got two people that are intertwined. There's clouds and sun and wings and a star that cuts through the wings. And there's the temptation here with the apple, right? And there's a snake that is around this couple. I just realized like their head and their hair, the girl's hair is a part of the tree. And then we've got this eye here with like, make sure that you think about everything that you see and that you're very clear and very honest in your thoughts, honest in your communication. It's all about perspective. Are you going to listen to the motherfucking snake that's going to tempt you and you could lose out on something? Know what I mean? Oh, and there's rain and sun here. Some of you, I'm thinking of that song. Have you ever seen The Rain by, I forgot the guy's name. Someone told me long ago. Okay. I'm not going to sing it because I don't know all the words. Like I know it when it's playing and I can sing along. But if I try to remember, I'm not going to remember all the words. But yeah, have you ever seen the sun or have you ever seen the rain? If you haven't heard that song, or even if you have, go listen to it. If I remember, I'll link that song below because that song has a message for you specifically. Like there is a message that you're going to resonate in that song. And it's an uplifting song too. So it's like no matter how dark or how cloudy your days have been, the sun is coming, honey. And the sun is coming for you. Okay. Yes. Okay. And besides, you need the rain and the clouds to help things grow. Even in this card, in the world, there's rain here and there's a snake. Now, snakes are also about evolution, right? It's transformation. It is when they shed their skin, they get a new, sleek, shiny skin. So something in your life. And besides, they use snakes also I'm thinking of the caduce that doctors have around their stethoscopes and the nursing. Like it's a medical symbol too. So some of you, this could be tied to your physical body also. Here with expansion and this person stretching and these people walking. There's a plus size person and a skinny person in this image. So maybe it's a week that you're deciding to slim down, change something about your diet, or maybe you're finding the root cause of why maybe you haven't lost weight, or maybe you've been losing too much weight. Know what I mean? Put yourself where you fit, honey. Whatever the case is for you, this is a week of breakthrough. All right, so we looked at the challenge. This is what's going to help you keep working on that skill, on that craft. The turning point here with the world is that you're going to complete something. Like it's a closeout of a cycle. You're shutting out the beasts here. And the only one that's, well, actually, these two. In this one, this is a wolf, it looks like. A crow. Crows are super intelligent. These are crows can mimic people. I heard them. It was creepy. They cry like people. They talk like people. The unicorn is quite mythological, but quite beautiful. And then the dragon is down here. You know, this is also making me think of those religious candles that will have like the Virgin in the center and then at the bottom of her feet. I'm thinking of Saint Barbara, I think. You might want to look up her meaning. No, Santa Marta. Saint Martha. Somebody's name could be Martha. All right. In Saint Martha's candle, it's similar to Archangel Michael and is connected to Sagittarius. All right. So there's something that you are no longer afraid of, because here the wolf and the dragon could be rather scary. And look, now I'm thinking of the bat with the wings. Something seems a lot scarier. It doesn't necessarily have to be a person. This could be your own fear, your own self-doubt that could be blocking you from pursuing something in your life. Because it feels like it's a big challenge. Whatever the case is, you're going to be seen. And the end result here with the Seven of Cups is that you have options. You've got choices here. How those things play out for you is up to you. And look, there's another dragon in the cup. Wings. Crystals over here. Plants over here. A home here, which is a castle. And the snake crawling out. Don't be blinded by something shiny, right? Stick to what you want to do. Last card. The Nine of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, you're not fearing this anymore. Or have no fear is your advice. Okay, don't fear it. Now I'm getting don't fear the Reaper. Some of you are into music, I'm telling you. You could like classic oldies music. Don't fear the Reaper. Have you ever seen the sun? Or have you ever seen the rain? Look at that. The Three of Pentacles in the reverse, the Ten of Swords. Something didn't work out for you in the past, and you felt very, very broken up about it. Something didn't grow. Something didn't work, but it's working now. For some of you, if you have fertility concerns and you're afraid of not being able to conceive or like there's going to be trouble with your pregnancy, I'm getting to tell you, you're going to be okay. You will conceive. You will have that child, okay? That's only if that's a very strong desire of yours where you want to create life, okay? Spirit, 4. And look, the dragon over here is on the shoulder of the Fool. Tell me about the Fool for my group 3s. The King of Pentacles. Something new that you start is going to lead to more money. Or it's going to lead to a relationship for those of you that are looking. Or it's going to lead to a better body, a better physical health. Put yourself where you fit. Whatever it is that you're trying to reach. If it's a body goal, a weight loss goal, a weight gain goal. You're looking better and you're feeling more strong. Tell me about the Lovers. Why is this a challenge over here? Ooh, my goodness, that's too many things. Too many cooks in the kitchen spoil the broth. All right. Tell me about the Lovers. We've got the Five of Swords in the reverse. Conflicted about your choices. Scared of this wonderful new beginning with the Ace of Cups, Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Some of you have missed an opportunity in the past, and that's what you're focusing on. Whatever didn't work out for you, let it go, honey, okay? There's no sense in you feeling upset about it. You're not tied to any reality because we're not tied to anything or anyone in reality. We put ourselves there, and it's the way that we see things. And even when we say, because I'm guilty of this too, where it's like, I can't leave this job because it pays my bills and I've got to do this, then the third, and I have to take their shit because they're the ones that pay me. But in reality, if I were to do the work and start looking for a new career, I'm pretty certain that I would land another job. Like, pretty certain, okay, that somebody else out there would want me. And it's giving that similarity here to where because, and I'm only saying that with the Eight of Pentacles, it's like, how good you are at what you do. Yes, you're not the total expert, but you will be. Yes, you're not, you don't have your PhD or your, what have you, but you're on your way. Okay. Or maybe not. Maybe you are very educated in the school of life. Hey, there's a difference between being book smart and street smart. And I feel that this group, you're both. You're both very intellectual and very street savvy, okay? So let's keep going. Tell me about this Eight of Pentacles, Spirit. Some of you, maybe you work in cosmetics, or it's something tangible that you provide, okay? You like a perfume or something. Maybe you're good at, cooking. We've got the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Back of the deck, Knight of Swords, Seven of Wands in reverse. Before you make any moves, make sure that you do a little bit of research, okay? I know you will. This doesn't strike me as a group that would be very impulsive, that would just do things, because you tend to be a worrywart. You think about everything before you make a move, okay? Now, for those of you where you're concerned about health matters, there could be something about needing to tweak your medication or adjusting your medication because it's not doing its job. It's very specific. Yeah, look at that. The Hanged Man. It's like something that you've been consuming isn't doing the proper function. Like you're not seeing, you're realizing that the medication you're taking or the treatment that you're taking isn't yielding the results. So you're being advised to open up, say with your doctor, your practitioner about it, right? Like, no, doctor, I don't feel any better. It's time that you take a look at my meds, right? For others of you, this is you kind of scoping out the market. Say you want to branch out on your own, or you have a service or a product to offer. Before you do, you're going to do research or observe what your competitors are doing. Because even though you're unique in what you bring to the table, there's still some research you have to do about how you do things. Some of you are getting an important phone call. Or not important. That wasn't important. Reject. Okay. It was a telemarketer, just FYI. So, yeah, there could be like something about distractions. But you're meant to do your research on how things work. Like say you have a service or a product that you're offering. You need to do your research about who do you contact to get you the containers for your product, what the FDA regulations are, like that type of research. That's why your hangman came out here like, okay, yeah, you're expanding, it's divine time, but before that happens, do your research. All right, let's get this card. The Five of Wands. And speaking of competition, yeah, there will be competition around you. All right. This is also about people really wanting your time and your attention. So you'll feel like you need to meet the demands of multiple people. What is it that you do for a living? Comment down below, group 3, because I'm very intrigued now. Because it's like people from all walks of life want to have access to you. And even your competitors are looking at what you do. Like, why is group 3 so unique? Or how is group 3 so unique? Or how is it that group 3 are, how are they doing things? Okay. Here with the Seven of Cups. All right. Clarify the Seven of Cups, Spirit. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. We have got the Page of Swords in the reverse. All right. And then we've got Judgment and the Page of Cups reversed. So some of you are in this rebranding era. Okay. You're rebranding yourself, or you have a new lease on life, or something about how you're carrying yourself is different. Now, with the Page of Swords in the reverse, this could give like misdirected energy or confusion, because you also have the Seven of Cups here. Even though you have a lot of choices, it can be confusing if you don't learn something properly. You don't learn the tricks of the trade, or you don't have enough knowledge, or someone is withholding knowledge from you, especially if you are observing a competitor or having communication with them. It's like you could be reaching out to someone and asking, hey, how did you do this, then the third? And they're like, well, I don't know. I just got lucky, something like that. They're not giving you the details because you are competition to them. Okay. For some of you, that, most of them would help you, but there's a green hand here. So I'm thinking someone has envy or jealousy. Okay. Just saying, when you're very good, like you end up having, frenemies, enemies, people that pretend to be in your corner. Okay, bitches. Anyway, we're not going to talk about them. That's what Messy Monday's for. Hi. Okay. Anyways, let's see your advice. Tell me about the Nine of Swords in the reverse. What's the advice for my group 3? Look at that. Knight of Cups. Feel it. Fill your cup, honey. There's abundance coming your way, okay? Yes, there is. Back of the deck, the Empress in the reverse, the Eight of Swords, and the Two of Cups in the reverse. So the reason why things didn't work out for you before was because you felt like you were trapped in a situation, or you were holding on to something that wasn't serving you. All right. But now, if you allow yourself to go with the flow and not be as stressed out about the outcome, you're going to have exactly what you want. It's all a matter of perspective, even in the Hanged Man energy. All right. If you look at things from a new perspective, things are going to appear a whole lot different, a whole lot less complicated to navigate. All right, so yeah, I'm going to leave your reading here. I'll leave your reading here. I hope this message resonated for you. I'm so excited for you. Okay, keep doing your thing, honey. All right, and if this reading resonated for you, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Do all the things. I appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Until then, stay real, stay blessed. Bye.